Hi, my name is Victor Zashev, and I used to have a lot worse social anxiety than I do right now. In this video, I'm going to tell you how I managed to fix this problem. This was a request by one of my coaching clients. And if you also want to reach a worry-free stutter faster than I did, you can click the link down below right now for my personal one-to-one coaching. Let me tell you a story. You're in school. A new teacher walks in. You haven't seen her before. Oh, it's a substitute teacher. You know what's coming. Class introductions. Please, everybody say your name and something about yourself. She says, you see how all of your classmates take their turn. It goes great for them. You start to calculate, okay, 1, 2, 3. You're going to be the 10th person. And then you start overthinking. You start stressing yourself. Finally, after 10 minutes of this, your turn comes. What do you think will happen? You spent the last 10 minutes imagining all the worst outcomes. You didn't imagine how you are going to succeed. You imagined how everybody else will laugh at you and will talk behind your back. And so, what really happens? You stutter. You embarrass yourself yet again, and you remember this moment for months down the road. After the class, you keep thinking about what the other classmates are thinking of you, what they're saying behind your back. After school, you keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it throughout your whole day. You keep thinking about it before you go to sleep. Does this story sound familiar to you? This is how I used to feel back when I had a lot of social anxiety, and it is one example of many situations like this that you experience in school. What I have described here is social anxiety born by your stutter. And so, fortunately, I'm going to tell you how I managed to get over mine. So my method is something that is quite known in the psychology circles. It's called exposure therapy. So this social anxiety that you're feeling right now is purely a mental problem. Actually, it may be caused by something called post-traumatic stress disorder. So because you have experienced this stress many times, it has become a trauma for you. But with exposure therapy, you can eliminate that trauma. So the whole process is 5 steps. Step number 1, you identify what is scaring you most. So for you, it may be public speaking, introducing yourself to new people, presenting in front of a crowd, public reading. Then you do that thing anyways. That is step number 2. And this will take a lot of courage. Do you know the meaning of being brave? Being brave is when you do something even though you know you might fail and it might carry some damaging consequences for you. So be brave. Step number 3. Try to dissociate from any negative feelings during that process. So try not to think that you are going to fail beforehand. Try not to overthink your stutter. Try not to keep thinking about how all the other people are so perfect in their speech and how you are going to ruin the whole flow. Try not to think about that. Step number 4. After you have done this, now you have to go home and you have to think, okay, what did I do wrong here? So for the longest time, I tried to push off all of my oral examinations till the end of the year in school. And so I was always stressed in pretty much all of my classes because today could be the day that my teacher randomly picks me. I didn't volunteer, not one time. I was so stressed. And so to save yourself from that stress, just volunteer. Prepare yourself once for the exam, for the essay, for the homework. Do it once. No. Volunteer. If they pick you, good, you're done. You won't have to worry about random examination throughout many months to come. And this can be applied to almost anything. So if there is a group reading task, just volunteer that your group be first. Try to be first always in any feared thing, because the less you think about how much you're going to fail, the higher the chance that you're going to succeed, of course. Also, if you have to wait your turn, if you can't be first, just try to keep talking to someone during that time. Try to be as social as possible, because the more you talk, the easier it will be to continue talking. But if you haven't talked throughout the whole class and then you're put on the spot to read your essay or something else, it will be harder for you. So that's my second tip for this. Step number 5, you repeat these steps again and again. And each time you are going to be less stressed until one day you finally be completely relaxed when you go through this feared thing. That's it. I did this for pretty much everything in my life. Public speaking, presenting, talking to people, introducing myself. I did this for everything. And I did not know that it had a name. I know it may seem daunting to you and scary, but this is the only way to conclusively beat this fear. Because the more you avoid doing these 5 steps, the more this fear will grow next time. And the harder it will be to break this trauma, this habit of avoidance. And remember, even one win will drastically motivate you. You will feel like, oh, finally, you have been making progress towards eliminating your stutter. Because us stutterers haven't had that many wins in our speech. So try to get that one precious win, because after just one win, you'll feel amazing afterwards. Your whole mindset will change. You will say, oh, if I did it once, it is possible for me to do it again. This mindset shift is important. It is one of the reasons I have been so successful. You need to get that first win. After that win, it will be smooth sailing. Watch this video for more stuttering self-improvement, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and of course, remember, you can have a nice day.